This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we have another community replay sent in by CMOT Gareth. And I hope you guys are ready because it's in a tank we don't see very often. It is the STB-1 Tier 10 Japanese medium tank. So I'll be honest, don't know a whole lot about the STB-1 other than the fact that it's mobile and has no armor. Like literally no armor. So I guess we're about to find out just what it is capable of in the right hands. We're on Namenhan, which is not the best map in the world for anything, to be honest. It's a good map. I get it, but at the same time, it's frustrating to play on just because it's so darn bumpy. There's hills and bumps, and it's just not a big fan of the map in general. It's a decent map. It's balanced. You can play from either side and do really well on either side in any tank, really. So I guess from that standpoint, it's better than some maps, but just as a general feeling of the map, it's just not a whole lot of... It'll make you seasick. Especially in fast mobile tanks, like light tanks and light mediums. So, we come to a pretty easy or normal spot here. We get a shot on the AMX 50B right off the bat. Nice solid hit. And I just noticed we don't have a damage counter, guys, which means it's going to be a surprise. Now we shoot at something over there. I saw something fire and it looked like we shot in the direction. Yep, there we go. Unfortunately, he gets behind a rock. T10. E50 on the other hand, sticking out, and we try to hurry the shot a little bit there. Unfortunately, not getting the shot into him before. But T10 gets away as well. And we're using auto lock to keep on target just to wait for these guys to come out, and then we'll probably aim in for a better shot. E50 decides to side scrape. He's trying, but he's over angling like a crazy person. Like I don't know who taught him to side scrape, but I thought I was bad at it. But you don't learn until... Oh, that's not good. Yep. That'll make you move off your little cliff. There you go. Immediately looks to his left. Death Star. Nope, sorry. Not about that life. Now, he's getting rolled up on pretty hard here. And there's not a whole lot of people here to help him. But he does get a good pin through the bottom plate of the E5. The 50B sitting there just begging for it. Are we going to get a pin? No, it didn't look like it. E5 taking that opportunity to hit us while we weren't paying attention to him. But we're not going to make that mistake again. We ammo rack him. That's going to irritate him a little bit, especially if he stays ammo racked. We try to shoot the cupola there, but unfortunately it went a little low, hit off the frontal armor of the turret, and I'm sorry, but nobody's going through that. Nobody. So, yeah, it looks like he's going to climb up, try to get some shots down into somebody, but the E5 is not having it. He's like, nope, I already know if I pull up any further, I'm getting shot. That's not preferable. Now, we got to be careful, because if we get spotted on the top of this hill, there's a potential for that Death Star to have moved and just delete us. We are spotted. We back off. Are we going to go ahead and relocate? We got the Leopard 1 in the center of the map. We rushed the shot a little bit. But we're trying to hit tanks that know that we're trying to hit them. So there is a little bit of a rushed shot, but at the same time, you got to try to hit them before they get behind the cover. What's the worst that happened? That you miss. So only good things can possibly happen when you rush a shot who is trying to get behind the cover. Unless, of course, you're in a tank that, you know, can't afford to rush a shot like a Death Star or a Waffle. You know, if you are on your last shell of your Waffle before a reload, that sort of thing. You don't want to rush shots then because it takes so long to reload. But in little tanks like this, if somebody's trying to get behind a rock and you know that you have a chance to hit them, you might as well send it, because the worst that's going to happen is you miss. And it's not like they're shooting back at you because they're trying to get away. Now, we do have the side of the E5. Was thinking about shooting the side of the turret, which can be troll at times, but luckily decided better of it, shot down into the side through the tracks, and got the easy pin there. So, yeah, I have bounced many rounds off the side of a turret of an E5 because it is kind of rounded, so it can be a bit troll. Now, there we get a shot into the Leopard 1, but the Leopard 1 puts another shot into us as well. That's not preferable. We do fix the gunner, But I have a feeling we're about to just go ahead and call it. We're not going to stick around and fight that out. He's got more hit points than us. But I've been wrong before. The T-10 is spotted out in the open. We are not spotted, but we will be as soon as we fire. And sure enough, we fire, we get him, and then we back off. That T-10's got to be furious right now because the Leopard 1 was the only thing spotting us, and he can no longer do so. Now the E-50M is thinking about it, but the Leopard 1 is fighting another medium tank. Now I wouldn't be surprised to see... Oh, there the Leopard pulls out in front of him, and it allows us to get a good shot without actually exposing any more of our tank. He goes down to the Object 140, but the Object 140 is going to be getting shot from both the T-10, and then there's a Batchat coming in to clip him out too. That Object 140 is regretting life decisions at this time. But because Gareth is in a good place to help, and then we get a nice little bounce off the front of the tank from the E-50's gun, we're in a good place to help, and artillery seals the deal on the on the Batchat. We do take a round from the E-50 that time. E-50 is just not having it. He's like, look, I'm a Tier 9 tank. I'm going to sit back here. I'm going to snipe because Tier 9 tank. Now, we do get another shot into the E-50. He's not got the view range to see us before we shoot him. It's a little bit mean, to be honest. But the next autoloader enters the fray, and that is a TVP 5051. That is a very dangerous tank, especially this late in the game. They're being flanked. You've got mobility, and you've got the ability to drop 3 rounds from a 100 mil gun, which will have no trouble pinning an STB. So that's something to consider. Now, up to this point, we've had a pretty solid game. We haven't had to dip into any heat. We're trying to get the kill shot on the E-50. And he didn't rush that shot. Wait for it. Don't rush it. There you go. Nice, solid kill shot to finish that guy off. That leaves just the TVP and I'm assuming the Death Star, because I haven't seen the Death Star fire or dead. And there he goes. So that leaves just the TVP versus several tanks. This is definitely not going to end well for the TVP, but it could be fantastic for the short term to easily dump rounds into. So right off the bat, we get it. Oh, and we set him on fire to boot. That's just clutch. You got to love setting somebody on fire from full health. Get a little bit of help, and then we almost steal the kill away at the end. Centurion Action X getting it just a hair sooner. But a very good game sent in by Gareth. It's not the highest damage in the world, but it's a pretty solid game, and considering the numbers he was up against initially, relocating multiple times to get better angles to shoot on people was pretty smart gameplay. So we end up with 4,800 damage, only 2 kills, a Mastery Class 1 in the STB-1. So if you like what we're doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.